I recently called 50 handymen local to me, and just take a guess. Pick a number in your head as to how many you think answered. Whatever it might be, I guarantee you it's lower. I called 50 handymen and 10 answered. 10, that is 20, if you do some quick math here, stay with me, 20% of businesses. So one of the biggest problems I've seen from all the handymen that I have spoken to is their phone looks something like this, where they have just an ungodly amount of voicemails and missed calls. And a lot of times when I finally do get on the phone with them, I say, hey, what, is this a problem for you? Are you missing a lot of calls? And they say they don't pick up the phone because they get stuff like this, spam, or people just prospecting, or really even guys like me just trying to figure out, trying to help them, right? But not exactly looking for their business. So before we do some math here, we're just going to go over some statistics about missed calls and just how costly they can be for your business. So top one right here, 67% of customers hang up if they don't receive immediate assistance. 85% of missed calls never call back. Business slipping through your fingers. Now I'm just going to take all this away here, but 92% of interactions happen over the phone. 75% of consumers believe that calling is the fastest way to get a response. 60% of customers prefer speaking to representative over leaving a voicemail. So what I've seen happen is, and you can do this test for yourself. I don't know if I'm alone in this, but it doesn't seem to be the case, that if you go onto Google and you see, oh, Steve's handyman is the top one in my area. You call Steve, he doesn't pick up. Do you leave a voicemail and just wait for Steve to respond? No, you're going to go to Bill's handyman service. The next, you're going to go down the list until somebody picks up. So let's just do some math here to see just exactly how costly this could be for your business. So let's just say the average call is worth potentially $200. I've seen a lot of statistics about just for handymen in this example, that's how much a call could be worth, right? This is maybe a smaller job. If someone's looking to have their deck repaired or done or something like that, it could be obviously much more. Let's just say $200 per call. And let's just say you miss 2 calls a day, right? So you're missing out potentially on $400. Now, I'm going to go in here and say, okay, let's just say there's 30 days in a month, 400 calls. Now, if you want to do some quick math here, we can see we've got 12, pardon my writing here, $12,000 a month. $12,000, it doesn't even sound right, but that is what you could potentially be missing out on with missing all these calls. So, what now? So you can really go with one of two solutions here. So you can either hire an assistant to answer calls and book appointments, but as we know, that's super expensive, really doesn't work. They can call off sick, high turnover, long period of learning, or you can go with the modern solution, which we would call artificial intelligence, number 2 right here. So super cost friendly, operates 24/7, never sick, no turnover, and learns as you teach it. So this can really be whatever you want to make it. If you know that, hey, you're going to be off one day, or if you have these changes coming to you, an offer you have, or the website that you have, you can just type into the AI and it will learn right away as to what you want to make the change to. So as you can see, we have a clear winner right here. Now, I'm not going to go over this in depth because I've done that in another video, but I have used this software to go ahead and create a voice agent. So what that looks like is I gave the voice agent a name. We gave it Brenda. We have all these different voices we could choose from. So let's just test out another one here. Let's see what Tim sounds like.
If you smile when no one else is around, you really mean it.
Tim, great stuff there. Now let's go with Serena. Let's see.
If you don't know where you are going, you will probably end up somewhere else.
Lots of wisdom, right? And then so from there we have the initial message that would be, which is what the AI voice agent, employee, whatever you want to call it, would use when first answering the phone. Say, hey, you've reached, for example, Dayton, Ohio handyman. How can I help you today? Super simple. Then we can go into agent goals over here, and this is where things get fun here. So you can really just, again, customize this, like I said, to whatever you want it to be. So this took plenty of trial and error, just hours and hours of testing for what exactly we want this bot to say and just how exactly we taught it. So there are, again, plenty of requests in here of how to handle the phone call, preferred contact time, confirm just exactly how to speak to the prospect. So there's a fine line of letting the AI kind of go by itself, and because that is what it's supposed to do. And then actually all we have to do is kind of guide it in the direction we want it to go. And so there's plenty of actions we can set up here if we want the person to call directly, to transfer. If they say, hey, I want to speak to Tim directly, or I want to speak to a human being, they would be able to do that. We can have that set up. Trigger a workflow. So if they gave an email, we can put them through on a email list, that sort of thing. Or send a text message to maybe confirm an appointment that they had booked. Again, not going to go over this fully in depth, but this is just kind of a high level overview for what exactly this can do. Now we're going to go ahead and see that there's a dashboard here. There's no call on this one here, but we can get our data here. We can get summaries of the call, so they can get emailed to the client. So even if they obviously weren't able to answer the call, they'd be able to see exactly what the call was about, or even get a recording or a call log of the call to go through it bit by bit, just to make sure that the bot is doing everything that it's supposed to do and not maybe saying things it's not supposed to say.
Hey, you have reached Dayton, Ohio Handyman. How can I help you today?
Yeah, I was calling because I had an issue with my fence and wanted to see if you can come out and fix it for me.
Got it. We can definitely help with fence repairs. Could I have your first and last name, please?
Yeah, my name is Joe Smith.
Thank you, Joe. What specific issue are you experiencing with your fence?
Yeah, so I moved in not too long ago, and I have this big dog that ran through this old fence we got in the backyard, and not too handy, so just want to see if someone could come out and repair that for me.
Oh no, sounds like your dog had quite the adventure. We can definitely help with that. Could you provide the address where the service is needed?
Yeah, that'll be at 123 Main Street.
Thanks for that, Joe. Just to confirm, that's 123 Main Street, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Great. Our estimate team usually reaches out via text to schedule a free estimate. Does that work for you, or would you prefer a call?
Text message is fine.
Perfect. What time would be most convenient for our estimate team to reach out and schedule your estimate?
Just as soon as possible.
Got it, Joe. I'll make sure our team knows to reach out as soon as they can. Before we wrap up, do you have any other questions or anything else you'd like to share?
Yeah, how do I know how long it's going to take for someone to get back to me?
Our team usually gets back to folks pretty quickly, often within a day or so. If you don't hear from them soon, feel free to reach out again. Anything else on your mind?
No, just hoping to hear back as soon as possible.
Absolutely, Joe. We truly appreciate your time and interest in our services. Have a wonderful day.
All right, thanks. You too. Bye-bye. So as you can see, that was pretty basic. I didn't get too crazy with the requests, or maybe you can go in there and throw in a crazy name or address and have the AI help spell it out for you. That'd be a good way to ensure that it is working properly and everything is on file correctly. But here's a quick snippet of the call details that it went ahead and completed. So as you can see, a little bit of a transcript, just the first little part here, but you would be able to get access to this to see, okay, I know that everything's being handled even when I'm not answering the phone, whether it's at 6 a.m. or 8 p.m. at night. We all have lives outside of our jobs, and so whether you have a family or just other things to attend to, of course we can't make answer the phone at all hours of the day, and we know that that's helping us or not helping us get more business, right? But this is just a really good solution to, just kind of have that peace of mind. Have that peace of mind that you're not having business slip through your fingers even when you're not answering your phone. Get some of that time back with your family or whatever it may be, going out to golf or do whatever the hobbies you have. So I just want to say thank you for making it this far in the video. Please be sure to like and comment. down below. Let me know what problems you're having with your businesses. If it's more than just missed calls or whatever it may be, please let me know below, and I'll see you in the next one.